What's up, y'all? Yeah. Damn it. And that's how it's going down. The Urban Therapy with Sun show. How y'all feeling today? How are y'all? How are you? How are y'all? Saturday afternoon, NFL bye week. My Eagles will be in the Super Bowl pretty soon. Pretty soon. Well, they are in the Super Bowl, but they will be Super Bowl champions pretty soon. I really, actually and truly believe that. This is the Urban Therapy with Sun show. I'm your host, Sun752. And today we are talking about how do you know it will make you feel good later on? How do you know it will make you feel good later on? So we're going to talk about the things that we do impulsively, the things that we do in the spur of the moment, I should say, the things that we do off of impulse, the things that we do off of emotion, sometimes the things that we do in retaliation. And we just try to figure out, how do you know? How can you know if it's going to make you feel better? How can you know if getting back at somebody is going to make you feel better about it later on? How can you know if breaking up with somebody who may have been getting on your nerves for a while will make you feel good about it later on? Because many times when it comes to separation, when it comes to when we decide to stop dealing with somebody, messing around with somebody, talking to somebody, doing business with somebody. We think that we're doing the right things because we are in search of peace. You know how the internet is always talking about, you got to protect your peace. You got to protect your peace. You got to protect your peace. You got to protect your. Look out for the. Everything is going to be all right. If you plan it right. Well, things don't always go the way that we plan for them to go. So what they say, the best laid plans go awry. Well, they do. They do, and we know that they do. But still, when your heart feels something, when you feel some kind of way about the way things are going and maybe the way that they were supposed to go and things don't seem to be panning out right. Well, sometimes you feel like it's time to either get on the pot. No. Take a poop or get off the pot. Take a poop or get off the pot. But things don't always end the way that we want them to end. And things don't always bring us the happiness that we think that they're going to bring us. And this can go into a lot of different areas. Really. They can go into a lot of different areas. Like, let's say you move out of your city. You move out of your birth city in order to go move somewhere else. Maybe to find love, maybe to find a better career, maybe to make a better life for your children, maybe just to change for change's sake. Like maybe you haven't had any luck in the place that you have been for a long time. And you figure like, maybe I should switch it up. Maybe I should go somewhere else and things might turn out better for me. Well, does it always work that way? Does it always wind up that way? No. No, I'm not going to do the whole show standing. Let's go ahead and get this thing right. Y'all know I just like to play. I don't care if y'all say I can't play. I don't care. I come from the school of play anyway. I come from the school of go ahead and play that shit because you like to play it. Somebody will catch on sooner or later. Eventually, it'll work out. It'll work out, son. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about the fact that I saw 33 people up there and then it dropped all the way down to 10. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about the proof that they playing around with the algorithm. Don't even worry about it, son. Don't worry about it. It's going to be all right. That's what they tell me. That's what they tell me. What's going on, y'all? Urban Therapy with Sun 752, and this is the Urban Therapy with Sun show. We do this every single Saturday from 1 p.m. till around 2:30-ish. And the reason that we take 2:30-ish is because sometimes it gets so heated that we just have to do a little OT on a Saturday. And it is Saturday. This is the show where adults come out and play with other adults. We laugh, we cry, we argue, fuss, and fight. We go back and forth with each other, bust it up all crazy. We take an introspective look into our own personality to see the way that the universe projects us into this thing called the world and try to figure out this thing called life. I am your host, Sun 752, aka Omar with the. And if you can't say Omar with the, well, then you just say Omar with the R. This is the Urban Therapy with Sun show. I'm feeling like a real man should. And I hope y'all feeling like real men and women should also. So today we're saying, how do you know if it'll make you feel better later? How do you know if later on the things that you do right now to make yourself feel good right now will make you feel good later? How many of y'all have acted on impulse throughout your lives? How many of y'all have acted within the spur of the moment? How many of y'all have done things that weren't all that well thought out, but it was like sometimes you might have did it, secretly because we never supposed to be followers. You may have done something because everybody else was doing it. Everybody there at the time was doing it. You may have done some things because somebody who was very influential to you was doing it. I mean, think about the amount of people who get caught up in drugs because somebody that they liked, loved, respected, or admired, or wanted to get to know, or get in their pants, was doing it. So you tried it too. Now look at you, strung out. Strung out. Do me a favor, y'all. Do me this one little solid. Please hit the like button. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. All of a sudden, if you hit the like button, I promise you will not regret. We're going to make sure Matt said everything is going to be real good. And that's one thing that I can make sure is understood. It's all wood. Maybe it's a little platinum. Maybe it's a little gold. Yeah, high as shit is sold. Still, it's always going to sell. And if y'all hit that like button, I'm going to do something you like as well. And I promise, I don't be breaking no promises. You know what I'm talking about. You know what time it is. Everybody is here, and let's make this clear. We gonna talk about this shit, and we gonna definitely share the show. You can do that too. I really appreciate it if you do it and come on through. But even if you don't, just hit the like button. Come on, do that shit right now. Like Joe Buttons. That's a different podcast. This ain't a podcast. This is a live broadcast. Don't act like it ain't that ass. All right. Grown woman, don't try me. What's good? How you feeling, my good to see me? So you. Grown woman, don't try me. Was good. And T Carry, right? Morning, noon, and night. It's always great to have my peoples going directly into your site. Stacey White was good. Hold it down for the D. I appreciate you coming through to see me. How do you know? It'll make you feel good about it later. How do you know? How do you know? You know, how many of y'all have gotten revenge on somebody? Let's do it. How many of y'all have gotten fed up with somebody? Because revenge is revenge, even if you feel like you just getting back at somebody. I mean, they did it to you, you're doing it to them finally. Even if they did it to you 100 times and this is the one time you're doing it, it's still revenge. And we may not like to call it that because we may feel like we are above having to get revenge on somebody. We ain't got no real enemies, right? But how many of you have been shitted on by somebody? Somebody has done things to you for a long time and you kept letting it go. Or maybe you talked to them about it and they just didn't seem to want to listen. It was falling on deaf ears. You just weren't getting where you should have been getting with this person. And it could have been just a certain common courtesy. It could have been just a respect thing. Like, yo, do me a favor. Pronounce my name right. No big deal. Pronounce my name right. My name is not, like, let's say your name is Kenneth and you like to be called Kenneth, not Kenny, but somebody keeps calling you Kenny. Not a big deal, right? Not a big deal. You know, to a lot of people, it's not a big deal. But to you, it might be like, well, even my mom, my dad, my brothers and sisters all called me Kenneth. I've never been called Kenny. And I don't really like Kenny. Kenny puts me in the category with everybody else that's named Kenneth. So I choose to be called Kenneth. And maybe you even told a person that, like, listen, no big deal, but my name is Kenneth. Just call me Kenneth. All right, Kenny. Oh, my bad, Kenny. And they kept doing it. They just kept calling you Kenny. Okay. So you let it go on 1 month, 2 months, to the point where they got comfortable calling you Kenny, even though you told them directly. Not in front of everybody. You may have put them like, listen, I just like to be called Kenneth. My name is Kenneth. But he felt like, or they felt like they just had the green light to call you what they wanted to call you. You know how people say things like, and this is a popular one, especially in the black community. Well, his mama named him this, so I'm gonna call him that. Because my mama and my daddy named me this thing. You feel like you have the right to call me that. Maybe I've developed a nickname. Maybe I even legally got my name changed to whatever I wanted to be called. But you feel like you have the right to call me what my mama named me, even though my mama may have named me one thing, but maybe she always called me Boo Boo. And maybe you don't know that my mama called me Boo Boo. So when I ask you to call me Boo Boo, you're like, well, your mama names you Daryl, so I'm going to call you Daryl. Totally disrespectful. Totally disregarding of somebody's wishes and all of that kind of stuff. People do that. People do that. What up, Ashley? What's good? Good to see you. Good to see you. And Dimples D's. Thanks for coming through, y'all. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. So, yeah. So you get people who do this kind of thing. So let's say you got sick of it. Because you know how long, for some people, it doesn't take really long for them to get fed up by disrespect. And for other people, they kind of let it go. Like, you might be an easygoing person. You don't really want to, be getting into, you don't want to get into it with everybody over every little thing. Maybe you got better things to do and you consider yourself to be on a higher plane than to be getting bogged down by these little hiccups, these little things. So you've been letting them do it, but it jabs at you. You know what I mean? When you tell somebody not to do something to you and they keep doing it, it's like being bullied. Am I tripping? Am I going too far with this? Am I too deep? Am I the only one who feels this way? Am I? Let me know. Let me know. Because I'm not even speaking about myself. But I've seen people go through this. So let's say, because maybe I'm dragging the story out too long. Let's say that somebody kept calling you what you told them, or asked them politely on several occasions not to call you. And they kept calling you that. So, maybe you called them something that they don't like to be called. Like dickhead. Yo, dickhead. Come here for a minute. Like, yo, what you talk? Why you calling me that? Oh, my bad. My bad. I was calling you what your mama calls you. My mom don't call me dickhead. But she should. I think she did. Ain't your name Richard? Ain't Dick short for Richard? Ain't you smart? Richard Head. Rich Head. Dickhead. All right, so you snap back at the person and maybe you felt like, okay, yeah, I got him back or whatever. But later on, you thought about it like, perhaps you've been doing yoga, Tai Chi, all types of meditation techniques, and you're supposed to be able to get past these little things that make other people furious and all of that. But in the moment, you felt like it was the right thing to do because maybe they were disrespecting you in front of other people. And you know how it is when somebody disrespects you in front of other people, then other people who witness this shit, if they see you not get bent out of shape about it, then they feel like maybe you can be disrespected too. Now, everybody doesn't feel that way. Everybody doesn't feel that way. But for the ones who do, for the other predatory people who might feel like they have the green light to call you out your name or disrespect you like they saw somebody else do, maybe you felt like you had to do something. So you felt in your mind, I'm gonna shut this thing down. I'm gonna shut it down so later on I'll have to deal with this mess. Well, maybe that's not the way it worked out. And later on you figure, you know what? I really acted out of character when I started calling the boy a dickhead because, that could have came to a physical thing and I was really ready to fuck him up too. And I don't need people seeing. One thing we don't need is another label of an angry black man that is taking away your money, can't stack, and you be feeling bad. How come I can't make no dough? How come every time it's time to get money, y'all don't call me though? And I feel like I've been left out and I ain't do nothing to nobody, but still I had a no hot toddies. You understand what I'm saying? Y'all drinking and I don't get the drinking. I'm there lit. Anyway, so yeah. How do I know? How do you know if it'll make you feel good later on? Nothing is worse than questioning your own actions later on. Like, I shouldn't have done that shit. Why did I say that? Why did I say that? But at the time, it felt like, yeah, shit. I don't know what y'all talking about. Yeah. Yeah, I did it. Yeah, that's right. I did it. And I would do it again. What up, y'all, man? Thanks for coming through, man. Do me a favor. As y'all come in, please hit the like button. Hit the like button. Share the show. Subscribe to the channel. But listen, if you can't bring it to yourself to share, if you can't bring it to yourself to subscribe, please just hit the like button. It helps the channel. It helps the channel. And I could definitely use new subscribers, but just at the very lowest level, please just hit the like button. Okay, Chains. What's that? Is that Chains or is that Cheyenne? Okay, I'm sorry. Chains FQ. What's going on? Thanks for coming through. Ashley, what up? What up? What's good? And Jen Ramirez. Señorita Ramirez. Señorita Ramirez. Señorita Ramirez. Señorita Ramirez. Thanks for coming through. I appreciate you. Appreciate all y'all. Thanks for coming through, y'all. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. So that's what we're talking about today. How do you know if it'll make you feel good later on? How do you know if you'll feel good about it later on? How do you know? Emily Dunlap is in the house. Wow, she about to turn it out. She done gave up a super sticker. Is that what you did for me? Is that what you did for me? Is that Emily Dunlap? Emily Dunlap. Emily Dunlap. Emily Dunlap. Emily Dunlap. Emily Dunlap. Emily Dunlap. Thank you, Emily. I said Emily Dunlap came through with a couple of dollars. Appreciate that. I'm about to holler. Yo, you ain't gotta be a scholar. You can be a dummy, but as long as you give a little bit of money, I'ma make sure that you, get shout out. Cause that's what life's about. My mama always told me to make sure I give thanks. I don't care if it's the low or the high rank. Yo, don't pick and choose. Somebody give something to somebody, they give it to you. And that's good or bad. My dad taught me the exact same lesson. Everything is a blessing. I appreciate you giving up a little bit. And I appreciate a lot of it. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Man, you just don't know. You just don't know. I love Jesus. And I love Jesus says, Jesus loves you. Well, thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Ansel Jones is in the house. My brother Ansel Jones. He says it's been 20 years since I've seen some people. Don't start using my nickname when we just met. Ansel, yo. Speaking of I've been noticing my Philly peeps every time. That's how you identify people from Philly. The long yo. Oh shit, yo, what are you doing? 54 years for me to realize that's how we talk. I'm so ashamed. Yo, all of these Eagles videos and all of that, that's all you hear. Yo, dickhead. Yo, what's up with the ball? Yo, he tripping. Oh, I'm like, why do we do that? Why we do that? But I ain't mad at us. I ain't mad at us. I hope y'all not mad at us either. But you might be. All right. Thank you, Jen. Appreciate it. Simon says, R.I.P. Too Short. Fuck you talking about? Oh, Too Short, bro. I know Too Short ain't die. I guess the boy trolling. He trolling. He trolling. Yeah. Make sure. Oh, Too Short's brother. Oh, okay. Because I'm thinking you're saying you're calling me brother, like rest in peace, Tupac. Too Short, brother. Oh, Too Short, brother got killed. Oh man. In East Oakland. And East Oakland, Too Short is 58. Yeah, rest in peace, Too Short's brother, without a doubt. Good looking out with that Simon Says. CC Triple OG. Oh, shit. What's going on, my dude? How you feeling, man? Good to see you. Good to see you. Okay. How do you know? How do you know if it'll make you feel good later on? How do you know if it'll make you feel good? I mean, when you really think about it, how do you know if anything will make you feel good? How do you know? How can you know? Well, there's some clues that you can use. There's some things that you can try out, because trial and error. You sometimes have to call on your experience to know what you like and what you don't like. Is anybody here unsure of what they like on a regular basis? And I have to ask that question because for some people, it does appear that they don't even really know what they like. Some people seem to only like the things that everybody else likes. They go along with the crowd. I've known brothers who went to strip clubs and didn't really like to go to the strip club. Why did they go to strip club? Because all of their boys, all of their friends, all of their homies like to go to the strip club. So they went too. Like, a nigga might have been gay. He might have been gay. He going to strip club. Like, yeah. Spend a lot of money too, pretending to be straight. Shit happens. But the reason I ask if anybody is unsure about what they like is because sometimes when you are performing a self-discovery, when you are coming into your own, when you are trying to find out exactly the things that motivate you and identify them, because you can't get caught up in the thinking that you only like the things that you've seen before, and it can keep you from trying new things or exploring other things. So when we do a show like this and we're asking, how do you know if it'll make you feel good later? Sometimes we may emulate somebody else who did something thinking that it's going to do the same thing for us. And we almost give each other the green light to do so. Like, how popular is the saying, well, if I can do it, you can do it. What up, Johnny West? What's good? How you feeling? He says, yeah, that brother thing can be a whole. Who's on first thing when a black guy dies, I guess. Mm. All right. He was unalived on Friday. Unalive. That's probably why YouTube mad at me, because I refuse to talk like that. That might be. Everybody said, "Oh, you don't want to say self-delete. You don't want to say unalive. You don't want to say SA instead of sexual assault." Okay. Peep this. Stacey White says, I know what I like and don't like. And Self says, a lot of people showing their pride now. Now y'all been making pride jokes for years. Oh, man, how do you know it'll make you feel good later? Violence. Let's talk violence. Now, I'm not going to assume that anybody out there is violent, but when it comes to violence, you may have been raised in an environment where violence was promoted. And it was like, all right, you want somebody to stop messing with you? You want somebody to stop bullying you? You want somebody to stop disrespecting you? Well, go upside their head and it'll shut all that down. And it may have worked almost all your life. All your life, it may have worked. The thing is, in certain when a child is taught to be violent, it can be hard for them to know when to use violence and when not to, or with whom to be violent with and who not. So you might approve of your son beating up bullies and protecting his sisters and all of that, but then when your son starts to put his hands on his girlfriend and his wives and other women who may not respect him the way that he feels like he should be, now we got a problem, right? Okay, I'm saying all that to say this. If you've been the type of person who has been raised to handle all of your adversity or your disrespect or your frustrations with violence, and you figure like, all right, well, I'm gonna shut this down and I'll feel better because I got somebody off my back. You know, like maybe you feel like it's better to be feared than loved. We have a caller on the line. Hold on. This is what we're going to do.
You have a call.
All right, caller, I'm going to get with you in just a second. I just want to finish these couple of sentences, and then I'll be right with you. I'll bring you on. All right. So, yeah, you may be feeling like if you reach out and touch somebody or choke somebody or cut somebody or something like that, it'll make you feel better later on because you feel like you've eliminated the threat. And that brings me to my poll question. Let's see what y'all think of this. Damn, I can't answer this damn question because they only let you do yes or no. Fuck. Okay. This is the question that let me see if I can. All right, I'm okay. I can do it. I just have to eliminate. Okay. All right. All right. Shoot. All right. Damn. I don't even really like the way I worded this. I'm gonna tell y'all what. Here's the question. In short, the question that I wanted to ask is, what do you think is better, fear or love? Would you rather be loved or feared? So the way I had to put it, because you can only ask a yes or no question, is for your mental protection, do you think that fear is better than love? Do you think that fear is better than love? Some people feel like fear is better than love. Some people feel like love is better than fear. What do y'all think? Seka Sala, what's good? Anyway, that's the poll question for you. Do you think that fear is better? All right, let's go. The poll question is up. For your mental protection, do you think that fear is better than love? Yes, no, no, yes, yes, no, no, yes. Like a lot of people feel like in order to make it in this world, in order to have opportunities in this world, you have to be loved. If people love you, then they'll rock with you. They'll give you things. They'll create opportunities for you. And other people feel like, no, they'll do that for you. Well, they feel like if you're feared, first of all, it lasts longer than love. A lot of people do feel like fear lasts longer than love. And I'm like, who goes through their lives afraid of one person their whole life? How long is your life? Because trust me, if I'm afraid of you, I better die tonight, because by tomorrow I'm gonna overcome it. Trust me, whatever needs to be done in order for me to overcome it, I'm gonna make it happen. So let's you know, let's move on. Let's move on. Okay. We're talking about what? You ever try to drag something on your computer and it's acting like it don't want to drag? We're talking about how do you know if it'll make you feel better later. So we're talking about the things that you may do on impulse, the things that you may do in the spur of the moment, the things that you may do in the heat of the moment that you think will make things better for you later on, and whether it really works out that way. So, you know, my girl been getting on my nerves for a good while, man. I'm sick of her shit. And I was like, listen, I can find somebody better. Somebody, you know, I ain't got to put up with big butt Tanya all my life. Yeah, big butt Tanya was big butt Tanya was everything. Big butt Tanya was everything to me, but the time is expired now. You see that I gotta let you go, big butt. I'ma find me another big butt with some either better guts and some big titties too. I ain't got put up with all this shit and with. So you go ahead and break up with big butt Tanya. Like, who would break up with big butt Tanya? You broke up with big butt Tanya. Like, I'ma find me a big butt Angie. Yeah, forget about big butt Tanya. I'ma find me a big butt Angie. Ooh, a big butt Keisha. Ooh, no, them big butt Keishas. You end up in child support court. Angie will let you live, but Keisha, she going straight to the man. Call the cops on you too. Nah, give me a big butt Angie, or maybe Trina. Ooh, or Tawanda. Yeah, Tawanda. No, not Tawana. Tawanda, big butt. All right, anyway. Access to Rome was good. He said big booty Judy. Too moody, big booty Judy, too moody. Yeah, but big booty Judy might be moody, but she does her thing. She's gonna complete her duty. And so says fear can be healthy, also it can be dangerous. So Gasala says love is better, but fear may be necessary at times. So love you. I think being feared might get you out of something quickly, but I don't know if in the long run fear is good, because people will kill what they fear. Oh, but where I was going with, so let's say I broke up with Big Butt Tanya. I break up with Big Butt Tanya, and I'm figuring like, yeah, I'm gonna get me a Big Butt Angie. I don't got her now, but I'm gonna get me a Big Butt Angie, and you know, I'm gonna live my life and I'm gonna do my thing and shit. Then later on in the week, way later on in the week, like 2 days later, I'm like, damn, I wonder what Tanya's doing. Well, I mean, just because I broke up with her, don't mean that I can't check up on her. I mean, we was together for years. So, but damn, what I said to her when I broke up, that shit was kind of foul. I wonder if she mad at me. I ain't talked to her in a couple of days. Damn, man. Tanya can cook too. I ain't never seen nobody hook up a Jamaican patty like Tanya. All she had to do was put it in the microwave, but the way she put it in the microwave, I don't know. Maybe it was exactly the way she said it, or was it the convection of it? However she did it, I ain't never tasted no beef patty, no Jamaican beef patty like the one that Tanya used to. I wonder if she told her mom that I broke up with her. Me and her mom, cool. See, you second guessing all of this shit. You ain't have to break up with Big Butt Tanya. What you breaking up with Big Butt Tanya for? You crazy? You know what I mean? Who breaks up with Big Butt? Who breaks up with Big Butt Tanya? She was always on your side. She was always behind you. She was always just holding it down. Yeah, you mad at Big Battalion because you was a clown. And now you're down in the dumps. You like your face is all fucked up like you got the mumps. And somebody should have gave you lumps like the Flintstone. Your shit is crazy. Now you're feeling all alone. And your dick is on bone. You know, Tanya used to take care of that shit like an ice cream cone. You know, when you need something sweet, something cold. Yo, she had the shit on lock, put you on hold. Yeah, now you done broke up, big butt. You feeling real bad chasing after these smuts. You must be out of your goddamn mind. Better girl than Big Butt Time you won't find. You'll never find. Down, 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 there. As long as you live. Someone who loves you. Like Big Butt Tanya do. Like Big Butt Tanya do. Hold on, y'all. Speaking, hold on. I got this shit. Hold on. I'm gonna let y'all into a part of my life that I don't always invite people to. Speaking of someone who loves you the way that I do, because I do like whenever I have something on my mind or whatever, or I think of a beat. A lot of times I put them on. I record them. Let me see. Hold on. Hold on. Is it this? No. Okay. I think it's this. The way that I do. Hold on. That's not. Is it this one? The way that I do. Yeah. Y'all gotta excuse me. Wait a minute. Here you go. This one. I do the way that I do. The way that I do. The way that I do. 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 Yeah, y'all ain't ready for all that. Let's take the caller. Y'all ain't ready. Y'all ain't ready. Slow down. Everybody chill. Everybody good? We good? All right. Caller. First of all, thank you for holding. I appreciate that. Caller with the last numbers 1132. Welcome to the Urban Therapy with Sun Show. What's on your mind this afternoon? What's good? Hello.
Can you hear me?
Loud and clear. I hear you.
Okay, you don't hear me in the background?
Huh?
Can you hear anything in the background?
Yeah, I don't know what it is, but I can hear it. Like
TV, because I was in the kitchen. Hold on, let me turn the TV off. Hold on.
No, I'm holding.
Okay. I'm ready.
All right, we all ready.
Okay, I'm ready. I was calling about the topic.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. You know you got issues.
That's the topic?
No, you have issues.
Okay.
Yeah, you have issues. But anyway, you don't know unless you've been on both sides. Both sides, like, it's been 25 years almost since I've been born again. And I have been a victim of bullying, you know. And I told you that my family has been a victim of bullying. Because, you know, when you're walking in the light, you know, people see you as your light and people get jealous of your light. You know, especially when you like getting promoted to another higher job or something and get you getting paid $10 an hour or something. Well, some people that you thought was your friend ain't your friend. you know?
Yeah.
And I believe in self-defense. You might not feel good or bad about it, but I definitely believe, I'm a true believer in self-defense. Self-defense. Now, I believe in God's word too, because I have seen God, do some things that I couldn't do.
Mm-hmm.
Do some things that my parents wouldn't do for me, and I had to trust God. Because if that's the case, my parents would be fighting all the time for me.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a little bit of soul searching. And you can't be bullied all the time, and you can't be feared. Now, I'd rather be feared than loved. And the reason why I'd rather be feared is because I'm carrying God's word. But I don't be feared because I'm carrying God's word and they think I'm a pushover. They don't believe God is with me. They don't believe I change.
Okay.
And I have changed. And now I wasn't that bad before I got saved, but God says nobody is good. So, they just, some people size me up like they can fuck with me. But I showed them later. And I don't always walk in the spirit. I don't. But see, people who I got around me, I care about them. I don't want them to get in trouble because of me. So I keep quiet.
Mm-hmm.
I keep quiet a lot. I'm not a trouble girl. I have peace. But they do fuck with me. And I ain't talking about in a good way. And like I said,
well, hold on. Let me ask you this. All right, since you say that you rather be feared than loved, right? So where do you think that fear is going to get you? Because whenever I hear somebody say that they rather be feared than loved, then I'm just wondering. All right, let me put it to you this way. Let me put it in a little bit of context. I know that if somebody loves me, they will do something for me. They will give me something. They will create something good for me. That's what they'll do if they love me. What would a person do for me if they fear me? Will they leave me alone? Will they?
I rather for them to fear me because out of fear, you will respect me. You won't do nothing to break my heart or hurt me. If that person is who they say they is, trust me, that's who they is. But a lot of people, they rather walk in darkness than, they rather choose darkness than light. It's simple as that. But light is trying to show out now. I'm seeing light manifest. God's people is prevalent now. So I would choose fear anytime. But love don't always last. You get the same thing with fear, truthfully.
I don't know. I guess I'm looking at it from the standpoint of love will make somebody do something for you. Yeah. But to me, fear will make somebody do something to you. Now I could be off. I could be off with that, but that's how I look at it.
Now, if you're a scared person and you don't know that person's scared of you, they'll probably do something to you first before you do something to them. Yeah. But have your name ever said all my life? My name always been Tracy. And it took me a couple of years to figure out they was disrespecting me. These people never knew me though, but they would call me Tracy, but I would say my name is Tracy. All my life. And I would ask them, my name is not Tracy, it's Stacey. It's simple with that. I can see my cousin's name is a different name. He got a common name too. They yet they misspell his name. I'm gonna say his name too. But I understand his name. My name is simple. It's very simple. And I kept on asking and I got tired of that. So I said, you know what? I'm gonna pray about it. And as soon as I started praying about it, God did something about it. Now, for a while, my name has been called Stacey. I haven't heard nobody miscall my name.
Okay.
I have not heard on my mother's grave, on my father's grave, my grandma's grave. I have not heard nobody been called my name.
Okay.
But it's very irritating. It was very irritating to me when I realized that's why it's calling my name, because it was disrespecting me. They didn't care about what my name was. It was disrespecting me.
So you're sure that they knew your name?
Some of them knew my name. They knew me. They didn't care. They don't care. You have to be strong within yourself to care about yourself. And I was cracking up on the show today. They didn't want me calling them out their name.
Okay.
Because I know how to do that too.
Your name is your name, and I think you should be able to be called whatever it is that you want to be called. Hold on a second.
Yeah.
Hold on a second. Hold on.
You have a call from
Anonymous caller. Welcome to the Urban Therapy with Sun show. What's on your mind this afternoon?
I have a question.
Okay.
Do you take dick in the butt? Be completely honest. Do you take dick in the butt?
You know what? This is crazy. Because normally females don't call in to troll. Damn. This is new shit. This is uncharted territory. Only men normally come on and try to sound like females. You are the first woman who ever called in to troll. Now I see you a little nervous, so I'm gonna give you a chance to get it together. You know, because you probably got somebody there in the background. You know, wait a minute, maybe you're not a girl. Go ahead.
I am a girl.
All right, go ahead. Finish what you were saying.
Are people watching us right now? Is this live?
Finish what you were saying.
Do you remember this? Wait. Give me a second.
No, you don't have no second. Go ahead, or I'm hanging up. Hurry up. All right.
Remember the Jennifer Alder account?
Oh, it's you.
No, I'm her older sister.
You ain't no. Let me get y'all the fuck out of here, you dumbass. Fuck out of here. Yo, whenever Jen Organ comes here, you know what? I got something for her. Jen Auger. She comes in the chat sometimes, and now she was trolling before, but now she on 10. Got it. Okay. All right. We doing the old switcheroo. No, Jen, you out of here. You're going, Jen. You're gone. Nah, fuck you. You're gone, ma. You go. Bye-bye. You go, Jane. You no more in the chat. You can't come back no more. You too young to be with that. All right, my bad. So go ahead, finish.
Yeah. I don't like nobody bringing me out of my character.
Mm-hmm.
So when I say that I'm born again, I am born again. But don't test somebody that says that they're born again, because you don't know how saved they really are.
Mm-hmm.
And Jesus is not done with me, you know. But I have been angered. I don't know if I stand or not, but sometimes I take it back and sometimes I don't, because I don't mess with nobody.
Okay.
They come over there and mess with me, and every time I do my page and on my timeline, they think everything is about them. Unless I call your name out on my page, I'm giving you what they call that, clout, and I don't want to give the enemy no kind of clout on my page. And I'm gonna say this again. You always say one thing to stay out of. You tell black men to stay out of jail. But I tell you, if you're doing a good work for the Lord, you got some enemies. You just don't know it, or maybe you do know
I mean, anybody can have an enemy. But
it.
all right, now hold on, because I don't want to get. I don't really want to get off topic today. I want to ask you. The topic of today is how do you know it'll make you feel good later on? So, what you're talking about, how does that relate to this? Have you ever done anything, said anything that you thought would make you feel better later on? Like, yeah, I got him. I did. I had the hand.
Yeah, and yes, it has made me feel good. Would I do it again? No, I don't want to. I don't know if it'll make me feel good if I keep doing it that way.
Okay, so if it made you feel good in the moment, did it make you feel good later on?
Well, I didn't do it the way the book said do it. So, it made me feel good though.
Later on, it made you feel good too?
Later on makes you feel good too. Both ways make you feel good, but I like it when he does it. When he does it, he eliminates me. I be feeling bad. When I do it, I don't eliminate. They hurt a little bit, but they don't be eliminated. They don't be eliminated. I done seen God fight my battles for me, and I have tried to do it and cried. I done seen how people don't pick on me and for me. And a lot of people don't want to play the victim mentality because we're supposed to be victorious in the word. Guess what? I'm not victorious. I'm a victim. Guess what? My heart and the person I care about is not in my city. It's in another city. Would I move to another city? Hell no. Am I suffering because of it? Hell yes. So it's just what it is. Do I know why I'm in God's word? Yes, I do. Do I know I have to wait on God to fight my battles for people who
wait a minute, hold on a second. Hold on a second. Hold on a minute. Hold on.
You have a call from
Troy.
All right, hold on, Troy. Hold on a second. Okay, go ahead. No, all right. Oh, okay. Let me reel this in a little bit. So when you did what you did, you felt like it made you feel better then and it made you feel better later on. How did you know it would make you feel better later on though? How about that?
Okay. So you asking me, do I have any regrets for what I did?
No. I'm asking you, what's your mental process to know if something is going to work for you later on, mentally or emotionally? For example, like if I've done something 100 times, I know I pretty much can say how it's going to affect me because from the first time to the 99th time, it has done this or that. But something that I'm going to do new, like if I'm acting out of character one time, how do I know if acting out of character is going to make me feel good about what I did or said later on, even though I may have really felt like that's what needed to be done? Like, for example, I hate to use this term, but let's say I cussed somebody out. Like I gave them a piece of my mind. I let them know how I felt about them, what I thought about them. Maybe I even went into the physical thing. Like, that's why you're ugly, lazy eye ass. You know what I mean? You looking like half Tracy Chapman, half Notorious B.I.G. You know what I'm saying? Or some shit like that. Maybe I went for the jugular. Like, all right, that's going to keep this person from ever trying to come at my neck again, trying to diss me, trying to front on me. Later on, am I going to feel good about what I said to that person? Like, because
I really do It depends on where you at, and everybody's not in the same state of mind. But some people still act like they in the ninth and in middle grade school. So that goes for men and women. It all depends on who you are as a person and where you are.
Right.
It really does. Where your mental is, it all depends.
But I'm saying, I'm talking about you. How do you know if something is going to make you feel better about what you did or said later on?
I know that person is trying me. Sometimes they size you up to see if you're going to do something, and nowadays they call it taking your energy or whatnot. But I know if they want to see that side of me, and they'll leave me alone. But normally they're not going to see that side of me because it takes a whole lot for me to get their way. But sometimes it makes me feel good that I, spoke up or whatnot. Sometimes I don't know. It makes me feel good every time I do it, but I like to feel when I do it because I'm doing like I'm supposed to do. I do what I'm supposed to do when I'm in that word, but I don't like getting out of that word, taking it in my own hands. And I normally don't do that. But people around me that know me, that really know me, that when I get out of character, they just like, oh. And I have friends that have connection to the Lord, and they start praying for me. So it's good to have that.
All right.
When you get out of character, you can get in trouble.
Listen. I'm not sure if you understand what I'm asking.
You don't never understand what I'm saying.
But we're going to get to it. We're going to get to this bag. I'm going to do this today. What I'm asking you is how you know. Forget about what anybody else thinks. I'm asking you about how well you know yourself. So because all right, that's cool. But what I'm saying is, knowing yourself will go really far as to determining how something is going to either serve you well or be to your detriment. Like, okay, let's say you're the type of person who likes to help people. You like to see people succeed. You like to be an assistant. So you know that contributing, helping out, lending a helping hand, going places, being dependable, being reliable, you know that's going to make you feel good later on. Because that's what you do. That's you. Well, maybe a time had come to whereas you felt like people were taking you for granted and they were taking your kindness for weakness and they were just shitting on you. And so you decided, well, you know what? Instead of being helpful this time, I'm gonna let them fuck around and find out. I'm gonna let them, instead of saving them or advising them or helping them, I'm gonna just let them find out on their own how things go when you play people. All right. Now, you may have had every right to do that to these people, because they wasn't showing you no appreciation. They was giving you their ass to kiss. They just weren't even being thankful or courteous in what you were doing for them. So you let them go ahead and fail or struggle or whatever. You may have been totally within your right to do that, but is that going to make you feel better later on? Because later on, you might be like, I don't know, maybe I should have still helped, because even though they weren't showing any appreciation and they were basically taking me for granted or taking unfair advantage of me, they haven't been taught the way I've been taught. They haven't been raised the way I've been raised. So they don't know better. They don't know they don't know not to block their blessings, but I know not to block mine. So maybe I should have still helped out, or at least got them in a place where they would be okay instead of letting them fail. You understand what I mean? So you might have, because this was uncharted territory, you're not used to not helping. You're not used to telling somebody to get it for themselves. You're not used to telling somebody to figure it out. But this time you did it. because they was treating you bad. But maybe that still didn't make you feel better later on. See, the mind is a crazy thing. It's the psychology of individuals will sometimes throw things off the track. Do you understand a little bit more of what I'm trying to say now?
Yeah, sometimes when I'm done like that, I do feel bad, but I step back because when you show me who you are, I step back because I don't want to be made a fool of.
Okay.
But I do be feeling bad, but I ain't trying to be out there like that.
Wait a minute, you said, but you do be feeling bad? Aha! Aha!
Yeah.
Well, that's my whole point.
I don't want to be doing something and then they don't appreciate it.
I get it. But the thing is, sometimes it becomes all about you. You're the only one that lives inside of your mind and lives inside of your body. So you got to deal with the ramifications or the consequences of your actions. Even though you didn't do anything bad to somebody, you might still feel bad because you didn't do what your heart tells you to do. It ain't easy getting through life going against your heart. Your heart be like, yo, I told you not to do that shit. I told you not to call them out their name. I told you not to front on them. I told you not to cheat. I told you not to hurt. I told you not to smack the shit out of somebody. And look what you did.
Well, yeah, that's a hard question. Because, like I said, I don't been on both sides. It's hard, but I have been, exactly what you said. They have did that to me, and I have got angry about it. But I brushed it off, and I just prayed about it, and asked God to take it off. I mean, what could you do? Just stop, just don't go in that area no more. Don't help me.
Yeah. All right. So check it out. All right. I got another call on the line. I appreciate you calling in. Unless you have something else that you want to say, I got to move on to the next caller. You good?
Everybody just stay prayed up and be careful.
And say go Eagles.
Yeah, be careful. Stay prayed up. Only you know what your soul can take.
And go Eagles, right?
Yeah.
Say it.
I don't want to.
No, say it.
Go Eagles.
There you go. Good looking. Good looking. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. You have a blessed day. That's what you do. You have a blessed day.
Bye-bye.
All right, peace. All right. Calling with the last numbers 7797. Welcome to the Urban Therapy with Sun Show. What's good? What's on your mind today?
Yo, what's going on, bro?
Feeling like a real man should, man. What's up with you?
You honestly feel like a real man should. That should be your agenda today. Because the Eagles are in the Super Bowl.
That's right. This is my bye week. So I don't have to worry about no games this week. I can totally troll and talk shit. And I'm going to.
And you also have to worry about buying a ticket and spending money on another ticket for a week, bro. So you also don't have to worry about that. Because I know sometimes the pockets can get emotional.
Man, like my late great daddy used to say, it's hard out here for a pimp, but it's harder for a hoe.
That sounds like something you would say. So.
That's what my late great dad used to say. It's hard out here for a pimp, but it's way more harder for a hoe.
You know what I mean? That's crazy. That's funny.
The pimp ain't nothing but a manager. He ain't gotta get his hands dirty or another body part. Well, sometimes he do. Yeah. But anyway.
But let me just let you know something, bro. I've never done much of anything that I didn't feel bad about. Maybe I might have said something and I felt mad about it later on. But the best thing I ever did, in my life, and I would never do it, but I told you about it. I think after my mom passed away,
Mm-hmm.
right? And my aunt, I was asking my niece and my aunt how much money is on my mom's insurance. And my niece, I was on the phone with my niece, and then she called my aunt. And then I was on the phone with my niece and my aunt, and then she called my other aunt. Then I just blew up. I was tired because I'm talking about my mother, and y'all worried about her money. As if somebody's trying to take money from my mother. My mother's gone. I'm trying to make sure that my mother has a good setback.
Mm-hmm.
So, both of my aunts look like bull-dagging ass bitches. So I told them, they need to get some pussy. Get some pussy, or, suck a dick, one or the other, because there's no way in the world you should be walking around acting the way y'all acting when I'm asking about my own mother. You know what I'm saying? So, but at the end of the day, if you say something that you're gonna regret later, or then you should have said it all, bro. You should have said it all. Don't let the heat of the moment ruin a relationship. Don't let the heat of the moment get you to the point where you can get shot. Don't let the heat of the moment get you to the point where you can get damaged or emotionally hurt yourself. The heat of the moment could do a lot of shit to you, bro. And that's the thing about it. We say things that we might not mean, and as soon as later on, you want to sit back and say, I regret it. No, you don't. You said it.
Mm-hmm.
You wasn't even drunk. When sometimes people say, a drunk mind sees sober thoughts. No. A sober mind sees sober thoughts. Stop using that as an excuse. You meant to say that. It's just the fact that you waited for that argument or that disagreement to occur for you to say what the fuck you wanted to say.
Mm.
You know what I mean? You waited for that. You know what I mean? Or it was a build-up. Some things are a build-up. You know what I mean? You sit back and you humble yourself, you stay humble, you stay humble, you stay humble. But then it gets to a point where like, you know what, fuck this shit. I got something to say. And I'm gonna say
Wait, hold on. But hold on. How you know it's always like that? Did you ever yell at your mom that you hate her?
No, well what I did, only time I did something to my mom is when I cursed around her. I regretted that, and every time I cursed around my mom, she knew I was mad, and I apologized later. So that's the apology that I did.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But my older brother, there's no way in God's green earth that if I see him and I put my hands on him, there's an apology. There's gonna always be an appreciation of me fucking him up. I'm gonna appreciate that asshole. Shit, they might put me down in the ass for the whole thing.
Well, no. All right, check it out. The reason that I asked you what I asked you was because sometimes people do say things in the heat of the moment. They may have really been feeling that. It's not always a buildup. You know what I mean? Even if somebody has been frustrating you for a while, it doesn't necessarily mean that you don't like them. You may just not like something about them. And that can be a form of a buildup, but it doesn't necessarily have to be. You know what I mean? Like, all right, for example, let's say you had a good friend or even a girlfriend or something like that. And every now and then, maybe she got out of pocket. You know what I mean? You know how some women are. They get out of pocket with the mouth sometimes. You know what I'm saying? They get a little reckless.
Right.
So
definitely.
Yeah. So sometimes they might say things that are so disrespectful. You just look at them like, why would you say something? Like, why would you say something like that? That's so dumb. You know what I mean? Like, I could see if somebody was your enemy, because they don't necessarily have to be talking to you, but let's say they are talking to you. So they say something so disrespectful, so out of pocket that you ain't even see where it was coming from. Like a lot of times you can tell where the disrespect is coming from. But let's say they said something like totally out of pocket. Like, that's why I don't like washing your drawers, because them shits be too shitty or something like that. You like, huh? Like, that ain't even, like something out of the realm of your normal arguments or disagreements. You know what I'm saying? And you might be thinking like, talk about the pot calling the kettle black. Right. So let's say you be like, all right, go ahead with your bald head bitch. It's your bald head ass. Now you know you're good. You know your woman is insecure about you know what I mean about her thinning hair. You know what I'm saying? You know she you know she rocking. You know her hairline starting in the middle of her head. You know what I'm saying? That describes a lot of women out here. Or she rocking a comb over. And you and only because she was being a little bit too disrespectful on this particular day. You said, I mean, get the bald headed ass on somewhere. It ain't because you don't consider your woman to be ugly or unattractive or I mean you love your woman, but just you know you fired back. You took the low hanging fruit. It's right there. I'm looking right in your weave. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like you've been, you know, to her, you've just been waiting to call her bald-headed bitch. You haven't been waiting. Yes. You have not been waiting to do that. You've actually been hoping that she kept you from ever having to go there. But I mean, serious shit though. You know what I mean? Because a smart man knows not to say certain things to his woman because it's going to come up later on. And in good times, you don't want to hear about them bad times because that can turn a good time or a good day or a good experience into a bad time, bad day, bad experience. Like, yo, here we are, great adventure. We're great adventure, about to get on the King of Kai and shit. We're about to get on the King of Kai, and you bringing up, you know what I mean, when I called you a boy and a bitch 3 years ago. The fuck? You know what I mean? She might, you know, she just might say, yeah, I hope my wig don't blow off because, you know, I hope you don't want to be out here with a bald head bitch. Eat your cotton candy, shut the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Get on goddamn, let's get on the ride. So it's not always a situation where it's been a buildup. But, you know, at the time that you called her bald head, you may have known that later on, I'm not going to feel good about that. But for the next man, they may not have thought they was going to feel bad about it. The next man might have known, might have really thought in his heart of hearts and mind of minds that later on he was going to feel good about it. Like, ha, talk shit about my drawers. Ha, and baldy locks, you know, so, but he didn't, you know, so you can, in the spur of the moment or in the heat of the moment, say some things to some people that you might really think is going to help you later on. Like, that's what you get. You know what I mean? You can't stand the heat. Get out of the kitchen. We say a lot of things to try to protect the way we want to feel, but sometimes we don't have control over the way that we're really going to feel because we've acted out of our authenticity, outside of our authentic selves.
Hey, son, hold on for 1 second.
All right.
My condolences to the young lady on the floor. My condolences to y'all.
So I hope y'all get what I'm trying to say. You know, with this whole topic about how do you know it'll make you feel good later on? A lot of times we do things that we think, suspect, or are sure that are going to make us feel better later on. And it doesn't always work out that way. But through trial and error, through times when we get to know ourselves and we start to learn how to be patient with others, it teaches us how things are going to play out for us psychologically later on. Now, it doesn't always work, but we got to practice at it. But what happens with anything that you practice at? You normally get better at it. But that applies to bad things too. So if you practice shitting on people, you know, talking bad to people, putting people in their place and all of that, you're going to get good at it. But what's it doing for you? What's it doing for you? In the heat of the moment, you won that argument. Like, you mad? You mad? But later on, you might be like, you might be able to handle being criticized, dissed, ridiculed, humiliated. You might be able to handle that. The next man might put a gun to their head over that. And you might be conscious of that, like, I did see him hanging around the Brooklyn Bridge, just walking late at night on, last week. He said he just liked the view, but so you never know. Hold on. All right, we back. You back?
Yeah, I'm back.
All right, cool. Hold on, let me give a shout out to Olga Beck Ismatov. What's good? Olga Beck Ismatov. Appreciate you coming through, y'all. It's the Urban Therapy with Sun Show. Make sure y'all hit that like button, man. Hit the like button. Share the show. Subscribe to the channel. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, hit the like button. Share the show. Subscribe to the channel. Hit the like button. Share. Subscribe. Appreciate y'all. How are we doing on these votes? Let's see. Out of 23 votes for your mental protection, do you think that fear is better than love? 74% said no. Fear is not better than love. But 26% said yes. I'd rather be feared than love. Yo, you keep that love shit for the next man because I can't get with that shit. Give me the next plan. I was loved by somebody who said that they loved me, but I know they didn't love me because all they did is push and shove me. I would really like to feel love like the real kind. Like Mary J. Blige said, yeah, I'm trying to get mine, but it keeps moving farther away. If somebody tells me they love me today, I tend to stray because I don't think that they really know and understand that I am a black man and I need that heart-shaped shit in my life, whether it's my girl, my kids, my mom, my dad, my wife. But a lot of people don't know. They don't know how to show no love and how it go. So they just use the love as the word so they can get something from you. And it's absurd. So I say, yo, give me the fear so that can keep you out of my ear. And I don't want to hear nothing that the man is saying. Stop playing around with me in my face and give me space. Because I'm about to lace you up with something hot. Yeah, something brown, black, something. Yeah. So what was you saying, Troy?
Yeah. So you had asked that question. Do I want to be feared? Is love or fear? Which one is better, love or fear? Now, what's better, love or fear? My thing is this. If I would love to be feared by my children, but yet I would love them to know that I love them. The reason why I would love to be feared by my children, because what it is that it gives them a conscience. I think today's youth does not have a conscience, and that's why they do what they do. You know what I'm saying? So if they fear you, it makes them think. I know when I was a kid, I knew my grandfather loved the shit out of me, but I feared that damn back on his hand. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And I knew that at the end of the day, I would rather make the right decisions than make the wrong decisions.
Okay.
The wrong decisions will get my allowance taken away from me. Mm-hmm. It's gonna get my ass whipped. Mm-hmm. It's going to prevent me from doing things like my grandmother and my grandfather that I would normally do. So there are consequences behind what you do or what you don't do. So I would rather my kids fear me because it will make them think. If I do this, these are the consequences. Because at the end of the day, I don't think any of these youths are going to have any consequences behind anything they do. They just do it. And then they accept the consequences when they're in that sweat box. Why the fuck did I do that? They asking me something. They talking to me something. I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have shot that boy 5 times. I shouldn't have stabbed. I shouldn't have robbed this store. Too late now, motherfucker. You didn't do it. You know what I mean? Now, in that aspect, I would rather be feared. But I would rather, if I'm being feared, they have to know I'm only doing this out of love. So if you make those decisions, always remember the consequences behind it. Not that I don't love you. I'm not whooping your ass because I don't love you. I'm whooping your ass so you can understand do not do this shit go on because the consequences behind you, either you're going to get fucked up by me or you're going to get fucked up by society. And society means 5-0. Society means the court system. Society means the alphabet places, which is the names of the acronyms of the court system, everything. So you wake the hell up, make the right decisions, and realize dad is gonna really fuck me up if I do this. Then you can walk away and be like, all right, I knew he loved me. Because I knew the way he took that belt, he came all the way from the motherland and fucked me up. Yeah, he loved the shit out of me.
Okay, let me ask you this. Are you sure that fear is the right word that you want to describe for your children to fear? I mean to feel about you?
Well, I think, if I'm looking at it at what you're saying, I'm not talking about fear as in, ooh, I'm scared. I'm talking as in fear, let me think first. You understand what I'm saying? So if that was going to scare the shit out of them, yes, I'm talking about that type of fear. I want that type of fear. Because I had to experience that as a kid. That type of fear makes you do right. And it makes you nervous. And it makes you scared. That type of fear does that type of shit to you.
Well, let me ask you this. I've known a lot of, growing up and now as an adult, I've known a lot of kids that feared what their parents would do if they found out that they did certain things, but it never stopped them from doing certain things.
Yes.
Because the way that a child thinks is, okay, I know if I get found out that I did this, I'm gonna get my ass whooped. So what I'm gonna do is make sure it don't get found out. Right. It ain't gonna stop me from doing it. You know what I mean? So, but the thing is, you said you rather for your kids to fear you than love you. You sure about that?
I'd rather them fear me, but know that I love them.
Okay.
Let me break it down to you. When I have a conversation with them, I'm going to say to them, look, I love you. But I want to let this be known. If you do this, if you do that, you do this, you do that, I'm going to discipline you. Mm-hmm. So now, what that's not saying, I'm going to say I'm going to discipline you. Now, if I say that, it should trigger an emotion in their head. My dad's going to whoop my ass. Mm-hmm. Or he's going to take this away from me. Or he's going to take that away from me. So that's going to develop their own fear. I don't have to scare them. They have to develop their own fear of me. What I'm saying is, hold on. Because I'm not talking about whether you love them or not. I'm talking about the way they feel about you. Do you want them to love you or fear you? No, I want them to love me, but I want them to fear the situation, the things they do. Wait a minute. Wait. I'm trying to make it make sense. Wait a minute. So you feel like fear will make you will discipline you better than love will? Yes. It did me. It did me. It made me make the right decision. That type of fear of losing out on what you want to do and not getting what you want and getting your ass disciplined. Yes, that type of fear is a wake-up call. It's a different type of wake-up call. Because it's like this. When my grandfather had to discipline me, right? You sit back and you say to yourself, as you get older, and you start seeing how things is, you start saying to yourself, damn, I'm glad my grandfather did what he had to do when he keep me on the straight and narrow. Because when you say that, it was the wake-up calls that kept you on the straight, just like with your pop. You might have went out the rounds and might have done something stupid, but I'm letting you know what to do. I know your pop. If he caught you doing something wrong, if he knew you done something wrong, you knew the fear of it. There is a fear of it. No, man. My pop never put his hands on me. Well, so listen what I'm saying. Listen what I'm saying. My dad literally spanked me one time, and it was such a joke. I thought he was playing with me. Yeah. But my dad, listen to what I'm saying. My dad understood. First of all, my dad was a hypnotist. He'd been studying hypnosis for all of my life. So he knew how to play mind games. My dad had me psychologically locked in or manipulated to whereas
I didn't do certain shit because I didn't want to disappoint him. I never feared that my mom did all of the physical discipline. My dad didn't do that because he didn't need to. His thing was always, why would you do these things? That's not you. You're too smart. You're too special. You're too talented. You're too this, that, and the third to be messing around like that. So why would you do that?
Okay, let me give you a little scenario.
Hold on. And I've never known a killer, a dope dealer, or some kind of thug who didn't get his ass whooped a lot. All of them did. Every last one of them. They all tell you, my mom used to whoop my ass. It ain't teach you that ain't stop you from picking up a gun. It ain't stop you from selling drugs. It ain't stop you from joining a gang. It ain't stop nothing. Not one thing.
See, that's what I'm saying. Well, what I'm saying to you, son, is that that's them. Some people it works with. Some that triggers an emotion. Everybody is what works for me might not work for you. Might not work for them, but it works for me. So what my upbringing is let me install this consequence you're put in their head. I'm not coming in and saying, look, I'm gonna fuck you up. Well, I'm telling you, look, I love you. But there's that conjunction after love is but. As soon as I put that conjunction in there, but at the end of the day, you will have to wake up and have an understanding. If I do this, there's consequences behind it. But if I don't put this, install this type of fear in you behind the consequences from your father, then society is. And it could be worse. It could be you getting shot by the cops. It could be you getting locked up. It could be you getting killed. So you have to so when I'm installing this certain type of fear after I just told you I love you, it's not fear of I'm going to kill you. It's more fear of think before you do it because you know what your dad is going to do. Because that's what triggered. That's what made me not. My upbringing, this is it. I grew up on 20th and Carpenter. And my upbringing, I grew up around some of the grimy. I grew up doing the crack epidemic. I grew up doing the murders. I grew up around people that was involved in that stuff. And these were my people. These are my uncles. These are my brothers. These are my sisters. Even the younger, the girls I grew up with was doing this shit. So when I sit back, or maybe not smoke weed. I'll be 55 March. I never smoke weed. So, or maybe not do that because out of respect and the fear. Or maybe not sit up here and hit on a woman with the fear. My grandfather said, sure, you put your hand on a woman, I'll whoop your ass. You don't never put your hand on a woman. It was the fear. I know he loved me, but the fear of doing that and the consequences behind it is what shook me up and prevented me from doing it. So that might not be for everybody else.
Mm-hmm. All right, let me ask you this.
Well, for me,
so let me ask you this. So have you ever disciplined your children? And I'm not assuming that you on some old James Evans shit. So let me just clear that up. But have you ever? I'm just saying everybody don't know you, and this is bigger than just a conversation between you and I. So have you ever physically disciplined your children and felt later on that it wasn't the right thing to do?
Well, let me put it to you like this. My daughters, my youngest daughter, I had to discipline her one time, and I started crying after the fact. Because I don't like to put my hands on my daughters. I normally just look at them and they get it straight and get things straightened up. So yes, I felt bad about that. But she needed it. Because she kept trying me and she went outside the realm of disrespecting. Not just me, but her mother too. So I had to do that. But I felt bad about it. I regretted that. Now my son, when he went to school and he got in a fight with him tomorrow, and he told the teacher, lady teacher. So I told you I felt bad about disciplining my daughter. So when my son tells the lady teacher, don't touch me no more, bitch, else I'm gonna punch you in your fucking face. So if I felt bad about putting my hand on my daughter, I'm dead sure I'm gonna feel bad about putting my hand on my son after he just threatened the teacher, woman teacher. That I don't tolerate. Well, even if it was a man, I want to talk, but he goes above and beyond when you do that towards a woman.
Mm.
So when he came home, there was no need to talk. Take the clothes off. The boxes too, yes, the boxes. Get the water ready. This time I'm giving you this one.
Mm-hmm.
This is the major one now. It's called the wet whip. I'm not fucking playing with you. You ain't talking to no fucking woman like that. Look, is it an adult? No, bro. So when I got him on that, when I cocked him and I hit him with that hard on him and I got his waistline, he said, oh, Dad, you got so much strength. This is the worst thing out of his mouth. He made me laugh. So I worked his ass even more because you shouldn't be making me laugh all over your ass. That's comedy right there, that part. But at the end of the day, yes, I got him for that. You don't do that.
Okay.
You don't do that.
All right.
And I don't think any child, whether it's a woman, a girl, or a boy, should disrespect any woman or man on that that's a teacher or that's an adult or anything on that type of attitude. But if it's a woman and you're a young boy and you were brought up the way I taught you, and you do that and you go outside the realms of what I taught you on that, fuck you on that one. I'm whooping your ass.
Okay.
Yeah, I love you. At the end of the day, when I put that kid, like, look, I ain't want to have to do it. I love you and everything, but this is what you brought me to do. And did it make it any better for him? No, because he still kept doing what he's doing.
I don't know. Yeah, that's cool. I just think that love is a much stronger motivating force than fear. I mean,
well, one thing is this.
Hold on, because because we got to get back on this topic. Is and the reason I say that, one of the reasons that I hold that fear is a much more motivating force than fear is because, like, even if a woman really loves a man, I mean, look at the things that women have done because they really love the man. Help them break out of jail, sacrifice their own freedom. Hid motherfuckers, hid people from the feds. You know what I'm saying? They fear getting locked up was a lot smaller than the size of the love that they felt for helping that man be free. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
they cared nothing about it. But see, that wasn't even love. That was lust.
No, that wasn't lust. Nah. She could get some dick somewhere. It was the love. He might not even been piping her right. But she felt for that man. She felt for that man in a way that she felt like, yo, this is a good thing to do. My love for him makes me feel like he should be free. But even with an example like that, has she considered whether that would be a good thing to do later on? Would she feel better about herself later on? What if she was brought up to be a law-abiding citizen no matter what? What if she was brought up to respect the rule of law no matter what? What if she was brought up and raised by police officers? I mean, God help her if that's the case. But what if she was brought up and raised by like a family of police officers? Granddaddy was a cop, dad was a cop, uncles is cops, cousins, brothers, they all in law enforcement in some kind of way. And here she is helping a nigga break out of jail or hiding him from justice or something like that. Like that, she wasn't brought up to do all of that. So helping her, even though she loved her man and whatever, she's helping him escape justice. She might still later on feel like, oh man, this goes against everything that I was brought up to do, feel, think. I don't, like I'm glad I got my baby here and all of that, but maybe she didn't consider what her emotions would be like later on. So she might be conflicted. It's hard to know if something is going to make you feel good later on. We take a chance. We take a chance sometimes. Sometimes we get caught up in the moment, and sometimes we have plenty of time to think this thing through, and we just get it wrong.
That's true. One thing about it is that You know, even sexually, sex doesn't change everything. 'Cause even after sex, after you release yourself and that's been over, you still have the thought in your mind, what just happened? Why? What happened after? What happened before that? You know, you still put that in your head and you don't erase it. You just keep, you know, I see women that as soon as after it was over, you just got finished having a great time and everything was great. And then you turn back around and brought up what just happened. You know, you still talking about what just happened. Hello?
Yeah.
You know, so I mean, yeah, it doesn't nothing can change that. You know, if that's who you are, that's who you are. I'm different than a lot of people because I can forgive so easily that I can move on to the next topic and not even think about what just happened. Because I don't like the sense of negativity in my life. I don't like the sense of thinking about that. So when I move past that bullshit, I move past it, leave it alone. You know, but I never had regrets about if I said okay, I did something, I felt great about it. You know, like I said, it's just certain things. Like if I disrespect my mom, I didn't feel great about that. You know, so I wouldn't apologize.
Okay,
You know,
but
my mom talking to my aunt about me and talking grimy about me to my aunt. I said how I felt, walked away, and later on, I apologized to her, but I told her I don't appreciate that. That's not how you talk about your son to your aunt, especially considering how they feel about you. You see? So at the end of the day, no, I have regrets. I regret things that my upbringing gives me regrets towards people that I respect and that I love. Like me and you. We never had any conflict, but if we did, I would have to resolve that quick because you're my brother. And I look at you as my brother. So at the end of that, at the end of an argument or disagreement, I'll be like, yo, we cool, man. That's my fault. Just that however it go, we're going to get back to our normalcy because that's how I am. But anybody else is like, yo, fuck you. Certain people is like, fuck you. No, I'm not doing it. You're not cool. Get the fuck away from me. And that's very rare. You really have to get to that point with me. You really have to. And I've had people get to that point to me. And then you have to treat them at that point. You know, if I keep sitting up there and letting you nudge me, you keep nudging the bear, what the bear gonna do? At some point in time, he's gonna knock your head the fuck off.
Okay.
I mean, at the end of the day, you have to accept. Sometimes you have to accept a lot of bullshit to nullify the other bullshit. You know, sometimes you have to accept that. Sometimes you have to sit back and grin and bear and say, all right, you right. You know damn well that person is wrong. You know damn well he's wrong.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm not gonna sit up here. Like I said, I'm not the perfect angel. I have a different upbringing than some people. I have a different thought process than some people. You know, if I sat back and if I said something to you derogatory and out of place, I will be apologetic at that time. But if I apologize at that time, maybe I thought about it. Maybe I might tweak it. But the words that came out of my mouth at that time is true. You know what I mean? If you act like a bitch, you're a bitch. Gosh, stop acting that way. You don't have to act that way towards me. Because that's not how I talk to you. And that's not my norm. That's not how I look at you. And if you can't understand that, then that's not my fault. You have to deal within yourself. Dig deep in yourself and realize who you're dealing with. And that's what people don't see these days. They sit back and they keep treating you like she treating you like shit, treating you like shit. And then as soon as you snap, oh, why you gotta act that way? Oh, no, I know you're not asking me why I'm acting this way.
All right. Let me ask you this. When was the last time you thought that something you did or said was going to make you feel better and it didn't?
Let me see.
I'll go first while you think about it.
That's funny. Go ahead.
All right. I used to mess with this chick a long time ago. And she was the type that when she got mad or whatever, she would start she would start getting reckless with the mouth. Damn, he got cut off. Hold on. What happened? What happened? Hold on. I'm gonna have to call him back. Hold on. What we doing?
Please leave your message for.
Oh, he might have got cut off, or either that or he's trying to call me back. Okay. So years ago, like I used to mess around with this chick, and we knew each other pretty well, but sometimes you can know a person and not know them in a romantic way. So she, I knew her as a friend or a friend of friends and shit like that. And when we started messing around with each other, every now and then, whenever she got upset, she got mad, she got frustrated, whatever, because she used to drink too. And that's how sometimes people drink, they start getting crazy and reckless with the mouth. And she was that type. So she used to take the opportunity to speak on shit that used to be from out left field. And I used to be like, did you think before you said some shit like that? So she did this enough times for me to be like, the next time she do this, I'm going to really tell her, I'm not going to, like, she would just be looking for the magic button to try to hurt my feelings. It wasn't working. So I knew that what I was going to say to her was going to hurt her feelings for real. So I let this thing over the course of years, because we mess with each other on and off, that type of thing. And one day she was really going in. And I said, all right. I said, look, let me tell you something. Let me tell you the real reason why me and you are always on and off. Let me tell you the reason that we can't be consistent. I had to tell her, I said, because your twat is garbage. It's the worst I've ever been in. This shit is fucking awful. I mean, bad. I be feeling like I need a Band-Aid for my man whenever I mess with you. You know what I'm saying? Your shit is turkey day. Even when it's Niagara Falls Day. It's terrible. I wouldn't wish another man on you physically. Physically, I would never wish another man. I might put my worst enemy onto you, but that would be it. That's why you always begging for it. And I'm always like, well, maybe after I get finished playing pool and I don't play pool. Maybe after I go bowling and I don't bowl. Yo, when I finish skydiving, I'm going to be at the time I was like, because she knew that I wasn't lying. A woman know when her shit is straight. She knew her shit was. Now later on, I was like, I didn't feel good about myself because I would never want to tell a woman no shit like that. Even though it was true. It was true. To this day, it's true. To this very day, it's 100% true. That shit was, ugh. But she didn't need to hear that, and she didn't need to hear it from me, because coming from me, it hit too hard. Because that's not what I do. She knew that. That's not what I do. So if I said it, I had been thinking it for a while. I meant it, and I wasn't taking it back. And I never did take it back. But it did have an effect on me later on. Later on that day, later on that week, later on that year. You know what I mean? Like, it was like, oh. So I vowed never to do that again. If the twat is garbage, just live with it. Just leave her alone. You ain't got and people. And for all y'all people say, well, you must not have did something, because women always talk, you must not have did something that really, I'm like I said, even on her Niagara Falls Day, it was Turkey Day. And I don't mean the good butterball turkey. I mean, like, yo, you left the joint in the oven for 10 hours. Can't nobody, yo, you fucked up the turkey. We don't have enough time to get enough turkey. You have to serve this joint. Yo, just get a lot of gravy. Yo, hook up the gravy. You know the homemade gravy, put the flour, whatever you do, the broth, whatever. Make the gravy. We gonna have to. Yeah. So for all y'all chicks that don't know what it's like to be Turkey Day, or some of y'all whose Turkey Day is still some other women's. She never said. One thing she never did was try to come at my performance. She ain't do that. She ain't never be like, well, it's because you. She ain't say that shit. And that would have been a perfect time to do it. Like, well, maybe if you turn. She had to take it on the chin. I might not have been the first man who told her that shit. Who knows? I don't know. But it didn't make me feel better later on. I'm ashamed of myself right now. I got to find a way to get through this day. I got to find a way. All right. But shit happens. Shit happens. So, you may honestly feel like something is going to be okay. And it might not be, but through trial and error, through practice, through learning how to control yourself. There's never anything wrong with exercising more and more self-control, more and more self-control. You learn about yourself and you learn about other people too. And you learn about how what you do and who you are factors into other people's lives. And hopefully you get a little better. So, yeah. How do you know if you'll feel good about it later on? Well, you don't know. You just have to kind of do your best to do the right things. But anybody can be thrown a curveball. Anybody can be caught out there on a certain day at a certain time by a certain someone and be pulled out of their character. Excuse me. They can be pulled out of their character or made to act out of their character. And then, of course, people are going to say, well, nobody can make you act out of character. Well, I disagree. Just like I use my mind control to control certain people in the chat. Like I told Naturalista, Rap, Cheryl Halsey, and Jen Ramirez how to feel. I did that. Now, of course, they're going to say, you didn't change the way I felt. Oh, sure. Yeah, sure, I didn't. Sure. I know for a fact that I changed the way y'all felt. Like I used my mind control. What's stronger than that? So I'm going to do it again. TK Wright says, I'm shocked. TK Wright, you're not shocked. You're not shocked. You're not shocked. You are not shocked. And also, TK Wright says, if it was garbage, then why you keep going? Nevertheless, she learned that day. I'm going to change around what you said. So the way this reads from now on, and all of y'all are going to read it the way I read it now. So maybe you should read along with me. It now says it was garbage. That's why you went back in after 2:00 or whenever things didn't go right. Nevertheless, she loved the shit out of you. That's what it say. That's what it say. And Naturalista says, you changed me. Yes. And just to put my stamp on my mind control power, I haven't changed you. I changed you, but because you said I changed you, now I haven't changed you. Now you are totally you again. I have the power. Yeah. Yeah. Son 7-5, I do things my way, and I don't care what nobody say. See? I got mind control. Mind control. Now, y'all can try to get mind control yourselves and practice this, but not until I say so. That's what Lisa says. Like magic, baby. Nope, no magic. It's all God. All right. We about to do these birthday shout outs. We about to do the birthday shout outs. You think we ain't when we will? You think we don't got the skills? All right, let's do this shit. we have some birthday shout outs to do. Wait a minute. I'm seeing disrespect. What the F ever? The way this reads is yes, son, yes, exactly. Facts, exclamation point. Okay, grown woman says, you can't change my mind, sir. I'm a free thinker. What she means by that is, you've changed my mind, sir. I don't want to think freely. I want to think like you. Cheryl Halsey, see, she says, yes, you have the power. Okay, we have some birthday shout outs to do. Some people were born on this glorious January 1st, I'm sorry, February 1st, and they deserve to be acknowledged. So let's go about our business of acknowledging them and making them feel special because they are special, because they are special, because they are SPECIAL. We get the RESPECT. They are SPECIAL. We get the RESPECT. They are SPECIAL. We get the RESPECT. They get number one out the box. Rebecca Avalon. Happy birthday to you. And also Christina Wiley and Naomi Devereaux and Naima, spelled three different ways. And also Janet Wormley. Grown woman don't try. Janet Wormley. Grown woman don't try me. Okay. And Chantel Morgan and Catherine Mendoza and Sylvia Gliga. Okay. And Linda Woods. And last but not least, well, Roxana Snape, Penn State stand up. And a posthumous happy birthday to my best friend who passed last year. He would have been 56 this year. My man, Lawrence Seiko, known as Earth. Yo, he's gone today, but for what it's worth, I wish he really was here. And if he was, yo, we would give him 3 cheers. But, yo, it's near the end for all of us. But from dawn to dusk, we got to do our thing and live on for the rest of us. It's going to be okay. I know he shines. That's why the Eagles winning right now. And it's time for us to understand that life is really precious and nobody should try to spend it or try to end it way too early. Big Burley, you understand, just like Shirley or Martin. I'm really starting to tear up, but I ain't gonna hear yup. Yo, I ain't trying to hear nothing. It's not a day for fronting. I miss the boy. Yeah, really miss the man, but life has to go on and I'm gonna take a stand. Make sure that I take care of me and mine because my name is Sun 752. The sun always shines. Yeah, I'm behind in the times, but I'm catching up to the current events. But I went there with y'all. Yo, I ain't gonna drop a tears, but I want y'all to understand that this happens this year. 2025, we gotta make it live. A whole lot of political stuff going on, and I'ma warn each and every one of you that y'all need y'all to stay safe. Yo, it's a haven, I'm behaving. No misbehaving. This ain't no Nell Carter, but I'm gonna make sure I wear it like a starter jacket back in 1988 and 89, 1990. All of that shit is way behind me. You'll find me doing better in my life. 3 kids, a Volvo station wagon, picket fence, and wife. Yeah, that's the life that you gotta lead. If I cut myself, I'm human, so you know that I'm a bleed. But somebody might provide me with a little bandage, and I'm glad that I was able to sustain the damage that was inflicted upon the God. And life is hard as a motherfucker, but it's worse when you's a sucker. And I'm not one. Yo, I'm not a lollipop, but I am, get a little older. I might be a pop. But not now. My baby just turned 19 on January 19th. So, yo, I'm going to spread the word and the message. I hope that y'all get it and don't forget the lesson that I was trying to teach a little bit today. You got to do the things, watch the things you think and the things you say, and can't forget the things that you do, because some things you might do because somebody else influenced you, and hopefully it's somebody who really gives a fuck, because sometimes you got to keep your emotions in the tuck. You can't always allow them to come out. You can't always let everybody know what you about. Sometimes people have to wait until you're ready to spit it out your frame. But it's the same. My name is Sun. That's the S-U-N. And I really hope that someday that you win. But I'm going to make sure that I get across the finish line. Yeah, sun always shines. All right, y'all. Peace to all my day ones, my everydays, and my brand news. I love y'all to death. Resuscitate y'all. Love y'all right back to life. We will be back tomorrow at 1 o'clock, 1:15, 1:30. Let's call it 1:30 tomorrow. We'll be back tomorrow at 1:30. I want to thank y'all for coming out. I hope y'all enjoy listening to the show as much as I enjoy broadcasting it. Y'all already know. Peace to all my day ones, my everydays, and my brand news. Yeah. I said peace to all my day ones, my everydays, and brand news. Y'all know what it is. It would have been my stepmom's birthday today, too. It would have been. She passed in 2015. All right. Okay. So let's get out of here. All right. Y'all have a great day. No exceptions. Keep your head up. Hold your head. And watch the things that you say. Try to make sure you do the things that will make you feel better later on. Make you feel better later. Make you feel better later on. Peace, y'all. Thank you.